It's your fancy. You can have it any way you want. Your fancy. You can have anything you like. It's your fancy. You can have it any way you want. Your fancy. You can have anything you like.
This is for you, Aries. February is the month of the angelic frequencies of the gemstone Amethyst. Your birthstone is Diamond, Aries. So what we need to do is see how these two gemstones resonate with each other. I'm Pastor Rosemary, the Astrology Angel. Thank you for joining us. To contact me, you can visit my website at www.readingsbyrosemary.com, where we provide you with information on our spiritual consultations, our psychic astrology, Rosicrucian Kabbalah, as well as classes and upcoming seminars. February's gemstone of Amethyst has the light emanations of the astrology archangel Cambriel, and your zodiac sign gemstone of Diamond has the properties of light bestowed by the zodiac archangel called Mechidael. Your ruling planet is Mars, Aries. Coral or red coral are the precious stones used to align oneself with the energies of the planetary angel who is Hamael, who is assigned to the planet Mars in Kabbalah, also called Kamael, being Samael or sometimes Azazel on the other side of the coin, since these angels apply varying levels of correction and severity. So be very mindful of your own power when utilizing these powerful gemstones in unison with one another. The Zohar states the cause, high above all causes, the one that is called the cause of causes, is a cause among all the rest of the causes. So every single one of these causes shall not do anything unless it receives permission from the cause above it. Mars is known as the attribute of God the warrior, found in Exodus 15:3, which is a potent biblical verse if you want to gain even more power for strength, protection, and for fortitude, and how you can become more powerful. Now, your fire guardian archangel is Michael, and Michael speaks through to you from your Aries astrology archangel, who is Mechidael. Michael's gemstone of Sugilite, which should only be added to the array of stones used when you have harmonized the light frequencies of Garnet and Diamond, is essential. The addition of Sugilite will propel you towards greater heights, which will give you substantial accomplishment. And that's once you're able to sort of navigate the interior worlds, where the ability to allow inner acceptance of one's own soul is found inside the Archangel Michael's armor, where he protects us from our own ego. It's Michael. Now, this is the angelic horoscope transmission for you from your Aries zodiac angel, Mechidael, who resides over the Ram's cardinal fire nature. And here are his messages for you in the areas of love and money and health. First, Mechidael's love, rapture, and romance transmission, again with help of the fire archangel, the elemental archangel, who is Michael. The red angelic light frequencies of Mechidael, combined with immense vitality, oscillating forth a considerably vibrant, lustrous light show from the gemstone of Amethyst, provides your relationships, bringing you a fortune and a wealthy abundance of good reputation, and that's really important to you at this time. Now, this permutation of zodiac angel Cambriel's natural 11th house attributes, in addition to your own Aries energies, brings you a plentiful amount of first-class friends with the traditional zodiac sign of Aquarius, and that's because of the delightful properties of the gem, which distills happiness through an enlivening of the heart chakra, permeating into the physical world via vivacious expressions of the root chakra. Mechidael's money and wealth transmission is very important for you at this time. Finances become available through successful business innovation made possible with scientific economic theory applied during an astrological progression where red coral and amethyst unites astrology archangelic forces known to Machidael and Cambriel, sustaining your relationships and reputation for excellence in your chosen field. The foundation of spiritual enlightenment is found within the self and is projected outward towards the periphery of the monad, which is described in Kabbalah as everything considered not self. And that's the monad. Self, not self, all reality, then realizing that everything is self, and then you have a different outlook. The root chakra is established in a cheerful environment with February's gemstone, allowing you to pour unlimited happiness into the world. In this way, you provide pleasant experiences for yourself and others as well. Now, when we think about this, everything being self, rather than, this is self and this is not self, one can do many permutations with that equation. One can say everything is not self. Or one can say that the center is when Creator constricted himself in the beginning in the center, that is actually not self and everything outside is self. Or one can do, you can take those pieces and you can rearrange them, because everything's able to become a permutation. Everything's able to be moved, because without movement there is no reality, there is no manifestation. And we used to teach this quite a lot when we taught a certain section of our Merkaba class, which was more advanced. We've been teaching the beginner Merkaba class, and now we can begin the intermediary and the advanced for those of you that haven't been able to get those advanced classes because you are lacking the beginner's class. It's no shame in admitting you're a beginner at something. We're all good at something, and there's some things that all of us are not, familiar with. So, Merkaba is a wonderful study, but it's an advanced Kabbalistic technique. Now, Machidael's health and fitness transmission. Health focuses on strengthening the root chakra and the lower legs, best done through a healthy, well-balanced diet and moderate exercise as allowed by your chosen physician. You're going to find that the energetic frequencies of red coral and amethyst are going to be exhilarating during February, and that causes you to feel more like you want to do the things that you know are going to actually give you more energy. Your root chakra is considered to be the most important chakra in some cultures, which deem that our familiar chakra arrangements are actually presented to us in an upside-down fashion. One should also keep in mind that although people should be treated fairly, men and women are not the same in the anatomy of their chakras or their energetic systems. Very different. Most ancient methods of building chi or ki in the body via energy pathways are based on energy configurations found in the male body. What males find invigorating, females often find draining, and vice versa. Therefore, you must know your own body and trust yourself. Keep in mind, however, that some males have many female astrological characteristics, such as water and earth attributes in their astrology charts, while some females might have male characteristics due to strategically placed fire and air elementals in their birth charts. Astrocartographic considerations and configurations must also be brought to the light for a complete revelation of inner characteristics now coming more and more into view. Also, we'd like to give you at this point a part of one of our miracle classes and our manifestation classes where we show you, this is just a little tiny excerpt where we show you how to really be above situations in your life. Give you not just a bird's eye view, but the view from your oversoul, really. Or some people call it an oversoul, some people call it a overself. But this is where the miracle, it's a perspective. This is what I call the miracle. See yourself as so big, the job for which you are applying is easily accomplished the moment you step through the door. Envision yourself as so powerful that a simple, well-rehearsed signature saves a forest. Know yourself as having so much integrity that all beings around you heal miraculously in your presence. Again, this is an excerpt from our miracle course. It's called The Miracle. This way, the Messianic kingdom of God's universal plan established, ruled over, and made constant throughout the eternal reign of one's inner sovereign royal self. This is the holy guardian angel who represents your distinction and value in your own inner holy family, because we all have that within us. We all have everything within us, angels and demons. What we have within us, our higher chakras, our God self, our lower chakras, the more demonic self, the survival instinct that everybody has. Because if you care about your life, as you should, there's nothing wrong with caring about your life and the life of others that are in your family or your close inner circle. That is our survival instinct. That is our reptilian brain. There's nothing wrong with that. It's necessary. And we should be very, very, very loving and protective of those who are our own, and very ready and willing and able to do battle with anybody that comes against us and who is our own group or our own, all this. People talk about racism and sexism and ageism and isms in religion and isms for this, that, and the other thing. And the fact that we have so many groups allows people to not be as racist or not be as sexist because, well, I don't like that person because they're this and this and this, but I like them because they're this, this, and this. So it allows us to have a way to tolerate and enjoy each other so that it's not all with complete just callousness or wall building to the point where there can be no life. Because, and walls that have, a product of osmosis, kind of a semi-permeable walls or something. These kinds of things. It's just building a great body. But you have to have integrity and you have to have a solid foundation. And right now the subject of good infrastructure is very important. For not only developing countries, but for developed countries as well. Everybody needs to have a solid, stable infrastructure. Because that gives you your integrity and keeps you healthy. Now, the holy family that's inside you, your own inner deity, it's the three supernals of Keter, Chokmah, and Binah, and this is what gives you your sort of pious overself. Some people call it an oversoul, overself, where you're cherished, and you're going to find that everybody needs to come into contact with that part of yourself at this time. Some call it the Holy Trinity, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, Jesus, Joseph, and Mary. That's your supernals, and that's the part of you that's eternal. That's the part of you that does not die. That's the part that lasts forever, and it's connected to the Jupiter, a Sapphire where Jupiter resides, and that's the Sapphire of Chesed or Hesed, and that's where mercy resides, and that's where memory is, and that's the merciful King. And that's where memory comes and enables you to have sort of a learning into your next incarnation, or for your eternal ability to fit in to the universal organism where everybody's got to give. Or the word bestow is better than give. Bestow is a more magnanimous term. I'm not sure if there's another word that would be more. Every language has probably a word for that. It's sort of a bestowal is not giving in a way that it causes any kind of malice or menacing thought. Bestowal is more nurturing. That's the word. It's more nurturing. Now, you're going to find that you're going to be able to find communities where you're more cherished and where you're more needed, and spiritual communities where you're more needed and more cherished, and that will be very important to you. For some reason, it's difficult for female Kabbalists to express themselves, and perhaps that will be something that is easier to deal with as we move along through this as the age of Aquarius becomes more and more present and more anchored and more. Not everybody wants to agree that we're in the age of Aquarius, but basically, women are more easily, basically women are more sensitive. And of course there's sensitive men and insensitive women, but generally speaking, women are more sensitive. So it's harder for women to do battle with each other. And but again, women Kabbalists are out there and they're teaching and they're very, very, very helpful. And we should allow the women Kabbalists to speak up more. You're able to, during this time also, glean what is essential for bringing your ideas to fruition, bringing them from the realm of the all-potential morphogenic field into the now multidimensional reality in which we all together find ourselves, being a galactic community that must interact with each other. Trust in beings you know to be reliable. Through your own familiarity with them is the most important crux of the matter. The future looks brilliant for those who have been authentic, so be very pleased and go about your normal routine with great confidence. A profusion of competency is bestowed at this time, allowing you to appreciate others as well as improving their lot in life, affording each person an actual piece of the pie rather than unrealistic pipe dreams, which produce mere gossamer affectations. You seek to encourage all entities with the enjoyment of increasing their own fame and fortune through giving them a bird's eye view of reality as you see it, showing them pretty much how they might become as renowned and fortunate as you have become. So this is, sort of a welcome to my world, as the cliche goes, where everybody is able to show exactly what they're going through and how they deal with reality and how they deal with things, and in this way we're all able to help each other and make each other's lives better. Throughout this time, it's important to prioritize all the plans that you've systematically written down for yourself. You're going to want to reorganize your priorities and your lists and revamp plans according to their strategic importance. Give yourself kudos, though, for all your detailed accomplishments, and give yourself credit for the goodness you bring to the world. Complicated maneuvers are essential in life's ongoing games as well as necessary for reaching trophies promised to all conquering heroes upon their return home after winning rigorous competitions. You're a giver, and you have many plans for how to make sure everyone in your life has a fair chance to be a champion as well. You know that every being has value to offer to the planet and to the galaxy and to the universe. Okay, now, before we let you go, we want to remind you that this is our disclaimer. High magic should be used with all mindfulness. Since powerful forces of manifestation are unleashed, this is intended exclusively for entertainment purposes. Remember to chant your divine tone of I am, or try out the higher aspect of simply meditating on the quality of becoming, and be wise, be well, be all you are meant to be, Aries. Thank you for joining us, and please join us again.